Types of visas to USA. The U.S. visa application follows a similar and straightforward procedure for all types of visas. However, there are differences depending on the visa category and the type you want to get and the country that you are applying from. U.S. visa types. U.S. visas are grouped into two main categories: non-immigrant visas, issued for temporary visits to the United States, such as for tourism, business, employment, family visit, and studying. Immigrant visas, issued to people who will move permanently to the United States under immigrant investor schemes or family reunion. Non-immigrant visas. Business tourist visa. The B1, B2 visitor visa is for people traveling to the United States temporarily for business, B1, or for pleasure or medical treatment, B2. Generally, the B1 visa is for travelers consulting with business associates, attending scientific, educational, professional, or business conventions or conferences, settling an estate, or negotiating contracts. The B2 visa is for travel that is recreational in nature, including tourism, visits with friends or relatives, medical treatment, and activities of a fraternal, social, or service nature. Often, the B1 and B2 visas are combined and issued as one visa, the B1, B2. Domestic employee visa. Personal or domestic servants who are accompanying or following an employer to the United States may be eligible for B1 visas. This category of domestic employees includes, but is not limited to, cooks, butlers, chauffeurs, housemaids, valets, footmen, nannies, au pairs, mother's helpers, gardeners, and paid companions. Those accompanying or following to join an employer who is a foreign diplomat or government official may be eligible for an A3 or G5 visa, depending on their employer's visa status. Student visas. The United States welcomes foreign citizens who come to the U.S. to study. Before applying for a visa, all student visa applicants are required to be accepted and approved by their school or program. Once accepted, the educational institution will provide the applicant with the necessary approval documentation to be submitted when applying for a student visa. Student F&M visas for new students can be issued up to 120 days in advance of the start date for a course of study, and students can travel within 30 days from the start date on the Form I-20. The F&M visas are for academic and vocational purposes. Depending on your school and your field of study, you will have to get either the F1 or the M1 visa. These are the categories of the U.S. student visas. F1 visa, visa for students. F2 visa, dependents of F1 visa holders. M1 visa, visa for vocational purposes. Other types of immigrant visas. The diversity immigrant visa are for persons who are deemed to be diversity immigrants, meaning that they come from countries that have low immigration rates to the U.S. The SB visa, or returning resident visa, is for permanent U.S. residents who, for reasons beyond their control, have remained outside the country for more than a year, or their re-entry permit is not valid anymore. The SB visa grants them entry into the U.S. again.